Welcome to my garage, and we're going to go ahead and do a video today on torque wrenches and tightening procedure using them whenever we're putting wheels back on a car after a tire rotation. In front of us I've laid out torque wrenches that are typical for the technician out in the field, and this one right here is going to be the most common, or click style torque wrench that most technicians are going to have in their toolbox. This one right here is more of a machinist torque wrench. It works fine when doing any kind of precise engine tightening, as well as the beam style torque wrench. This one is excellent for any type of engine repair work, engine machinist work. Works really, really great. Not something that a technician would likely use whenever tightening lug nuts. Over here, this one seems to be the popular one around the shop, which is our digital torque wrench, or electronic style. It's half-inch drive, same as our half-inch drive click style torque wrench, but whenever you hit the desired torque, it's going to make a beeping sound. And I'm going to demonstrate both of these for you today. Lastly, I want to talk about these for just a moment. These are torque sticks, okay, and they're color-coded. Each one has a different torque value. If you were to look at the end, they're going to be labeled 110 foot-pounds, 100 foot-pounds, 80 foot-pounds, and so on and so forth. So you might have a dozen different colored style torque sticks that a technician might use, whenever they're working on a car during a tire rotation. But remember, the torque sticks, I don't want to use them in our shop because they're only as good as our impact gun. And we know that impact guns over the years, some of them get a little bit worn down, or maybe the air coming to the impact gun isn't where it ought to be anymore. Therefore, we're not really 100% sure that we're tightening those lug nuts to exactly where they ought to go. It's just a spring-loaded piece of steel. Whenever it hits that desired torque that it's rated for, it's going to stop spinning, so it won't let us go beyond whatever that torque is. They're really quick. Most technicians love to use them. Some of them will swear by them. However, these can get you in a lot of trouble if your impact gun or the shop air supply system isn't working like it ought to. Okay, we're going to go over to the car here, and I'm going to go through using the click style torque wrench and that audible electronic style torque wrench that I talked to you about. And here's our click style torque wrench, and what I did is I'm going to take this off here for just a moment. I've got my correct socket, which is a 19 millimeter, and we'll go ahead, and if you notice that the handle is really close to the paint job on the car, so what I like to do, and most technicians will do this, we'll just shove a little 1 or 2 inch extension in there just to get the handle of that torque wrench away from the car so we don't damage the paint. How we set this torque wrench is it has a little gauge along the side, and we'll just simply turn that handle to the desired torque, whatever that torque is. And for this vehicle, it's going to be 100 foot-pounds. So let me go ahead and use the alternating pattern that we talked about so we don't break rotors, break drums, or the rim itself. When it hits the torque that we want, you're going to hear a clicking noise. And if you notice, I use that alternating pattern. We don't want to damage anything. Okay? So that's our click style torque wrench. Let's go ahead and take a look at that new electronic style torque wrench. And we'll even set it up for you. All we have to do is hit the power button. We just press and hold. There we go, it comes on. And we know that we want 100 foot-pounds. It's already set to 100 foot-pounds, so I can move these plus or minus buttons to put it wherever I want. So at 100 foot-pounds, same deal. We'll use the same socket, same extension, and listen to what this one does. Not only does it make it an audible alarm sound on it, but it also has a vibration feature. So if it's really loud in the shop, and sometimes it gets very loud in here, you'll also feel the vibration through the handle of the wrench. So here I've given you some options. Make sure that you're torquing lug nuts with each tire rotation or anytime you take that wheel off of a car. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button.